Finally, the day of the marriage came, and the whole village looked like a celebration ground. Drums were beating, women were dancing, and everyone wore their brightest traditional clothes. My mother smiled like she had finally won a battle, and the man she promised stood proudly like a king. I stood there as a bride, dressed beautifully, but deep inside, my heart felt heavy. I was not happy, but I told myself that this was better than becoming a water goddess. The charm was still protecting me, and because of that, I tried to believe that my life would finally become normal. After the celebration, I moved into my husband's compound as his wife. The house was bigger than my mother's hut, and people respected him because of his worth and age. But not long after, I began to notice the kind of man he really was. He was harsh and controlling. He talked to me like I was nothing, and sometimes I would sit alone, fighting my tears. I missed my mother's love, but I had no choice. I kept reminding myself that at least the charm was working. Few months later, I became pregnant. When my belly began to grow, my mother was happy for me. I felt hope. I believed that maybe this was the life I wanted. A husband, a home, and now a child. When my baby was born, I felt complete. I held him in my arms and whispered promise to him. I told him that I would protect him with everything in me. But my happiness did not last. One day, my child began sick. I tried everything I could. I prayed. I cried. I begged for mercy, but nothing worked. My baby died. I could not understand why such pain would happen to me after all I had been through. Instead of comforting me, my husband blamed me. He called me a witch. He said I was the reason our child died. He went around telling people that I brought evil into his house. Soon the whole village started whispering and looking at me with fear. One morning, the villagers gathered at my compound, watching me like I was a monster. My mother stood beside me, crying, trying to protect me. But I could see that even she was scared of what was happening. While the villagers were still gathered, another villager suddenly ran in, shouting that the stream had dried up. There was no water to drink, no water to cook, and even the farms began to suffer. At that moment, I knew this was because of me. I knew the river spirit had not left. I knew the water was demanding me. My mother cried harder, begging me not to go, but I gathered courage, stepped forward, and I started walking to the stream. When we reached the stream, it was truly dry. The villagers stood in shock, holding empty pots, and the earth felt heavy with fear. I stood in front of the dry riverbed and took a deep breath. For the first time in my life, I stopped running. I raised my head and commanded the stream, and to everyone's surprise, the water returned. It flowed again like nothing had happened. The villagers were surprised, and even I was shocked because I never knew I had such power. Then I came to realize that the river was never a curse. Instead, it was my calling. I looked at the water and said,
I am ready for whatever you want from me.
My body changed. My outfit transformed into something divine and beautiful, and I became the water goddess. The villagers fell to the ground and bowed before me. And for the first time, I didn't feel afraid. I felt peace. I felt powerful. I felt chosen. I was happy, not only because I accepted my fate, but because I knew I would be a blessing to my people. Then I turned, walked into the water, and vanished, leaving the water calm and restored. The villagers walked back home smiling, grateful, and filled with hope. One key lesson I've learned from this story is that your greatest pain can become your purpose in life. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of this video. Thank you.